This is a Fraser Island video series discussing where to stay and how to get there, what to see and where to go. Admire the beauty of Fraser Island from the air, a perspective many will not be able to see, but with this series it will give you that otherwise unobtainable spectacular bird's eye view. Last time in episode 2, we checked out some of the island history and answered some of the questions about the past. Where did Fraser Island come from and how did it come into existence? Now we discuss accessing the island, and as far as I am aware, we only have two options, sea and air. I would estimate that only 5% of Fraser Island is accessible by vehicle, and you won't be able to use a two-wheel drive car either. More on that later.
Fraser Island, Gary from the air.
Here's your opportunity now to subscribe if you enjoy aviation and flying videos, and give me a thumbs up if you like this one.
Access to Fraser Island can be in your own four-wheel drive vehicle using the barges departing from the west of the island at riverheads near Hervey Bay, or the barges south of the island at Inskip Point to the north of Rainbow Beach. There are no sealed roads on the island, with the exception of a few on the west coast, which are part of the Kingfisher Bay Resort. Of course, if you are really hardcore, you could take your roadworthy registered trail bike style motorcycle. The beaches are considered roadways, so yes, all vehicles must be road registered for legal reasons. Speed limits and all the usual road use rules apply too. Before you do so, you need to obtain the required barge tickets and permits for vehicle access and for camping on the island. An alternative to taking your own vehicle is taking an organised 1 or 2 day tour. Just enjoy the ride without the effort, and you still get to see most of the hotspot sites. There is one more option. You can do a tag-along 4x4 drive, where you and a group of others hire off-road vehicles and drive together. That way you get to experience bush and beach four-wheel driving at its safest. There are many tracks around and through the island, most of which have a purpose and go to the tourist hotspots. We'll look at those in future episodes. 99.9% of the island access tracks are sand, some compacted, some soft, some rutted from larger vehicles. Make sure your winch is working or be prepared to ask for assistance if you get bogged. There are big, long, twisting bush tracks with huge native timbers, and then the more open highways along the beaches, and road rules definitely need to be adhered to here. Most sections of the East Beach have a speed limit of 80 kilometers per hour, but caution is needed as there are other vehicles, tourist stops, freshwater creek crossings, rocks and dingoes too. The island is not accessible in all parts. Many parts are just inaccessible and you need to stick to the tracks at all times. Some beaches on the west are no access at all. You might choose to fly into Fraser Island. I tend to take the easy way to the island. There is a lovely landing option at Orchid Beach, where a welcome coffee and a pie are available, as well as many things at the shop. Flying is what I do, in case you hadn't guessed.
This is the kiosk at Orchid Beach. Arrived at Orchid Beach, Fraser Island, and it's time for a coffee and a pie and a red frog. Perfect. Great flight. More to come.
For you could hire a flight from the mainland. There is a runway near Kingfisher Bay Resort and a helipad or two there also. Permission is always required for that option though. Another great option to see and fly over Fraser Island could be a tourist flight in the aircraft on the East Coast beach. You get to experience the sights and scenery from the air just like you're seeing it here, with the bonus of taking off and landing on the beach. I am sure a new experience for many. Enjoy your experiences as you travel around Fraser Island. Be sure to plan your trip and equipment carefully. This is a wild place. Much of it is very remote. In the next episode, we will take a look at the accommodation options. You have quite a few to choose from. Just roughing it or going the full luxury. See you then, and in the meantime, maybe you can catch up on some of my other videos.
So before you go next committing aviation, here are 2 videos I thought you'd enjoy in the meantime until the next episode.